think we legitimately need to study the boy in high school who everyone asks if he's gay to trans lesbian pipeline, because it's one of the most fascinating things. You are both simultaneously the gay best friend and the, like, homoerotic, never acted upon lesbian lover to your girl best friends. Like, the femininity that we put off in high school was, like, seen as people going like, oh, that must be gay, when really we were just really, really, really gay for girls.
Who the do you think you are, you crazy little
Now, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that I don't think there's a pipeline that needs to be investigated showing that the guy everybody thought was gay in high school turned out to be like that person we just heard from, who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a transbian, which is a trans lesbian. Just saying, just saying. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly quick and crazy Clown World update for you guys today, and as usual, we have absolutely no time to waste, so let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment, so when I first saw this picture, I thought this was a Halloween costume. I thought this person was wearing a mask. But upon further investigation, I assure you, this is not a mask. This is no costume. This old-timer, similar to the first person we heard from, is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman, calls himself a lesbian, and frequents the ladies' restroom.
You look ridiculous.
All right, let's keep this party rolling with this clip of Prime Minister Blackface. Excuse me, Dictator Trudeau. Excuse me, Prime Minister Trudeau of Canada. Sorry. That went viral recently of him out for a jog because, well, I think you can see for yourself why.
A few moments later.
The way Trudeau runs reminds me of the way Trudeau sits. Men, what is stopping you from sitting or running like Trudeau?
I mean, it just seems kind of gay, doesn't it?
Super gay.
Hey, real quick, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're enjoying the videos, you like the content, you want to help support the channel, grabbing one of these t-shirts is a great way to do it. And here it is, the Don't Be a Jackass Democrat Donkey t-shirt. Now, this t-shirt is the perfect way to let people know that you didn't vote for former Vice President Joe Biden in the last election, and you don't support these policies that are creating record high inflation and record high gas prices. Now, there will be a link to the t-shirt in the description box below, and I also have some other very cool designs you can check out as well.
Nice, very nice.
So this next clip is kind of an update from yesterday's video. So for those of you that saw yesterday's video, you may recall this person who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman was talking about PMS symptoms and having a cycle. Well, apparently this person got some blowback for making that video and decided to make this video proving to everybody once and for all that he is having menstrual cramps. And no, it's definitely not the tacos and Bud Light that he had the night before. It's definitely menstrual cramping. Roll it.
People want to say that I don't experience PMS symptoms, but I've been cramping incredibly bad all day, and at some point my pain tolerance went away and it started hurting incredibly bad for the last 2 hours, so much so that it made me go and throw up 3 times. So yeah, PMS symptoms are ruining my Disney trip. Just ruining my Disney trip.
What the f***? What the f*** is wrong with you? What the f*** is wrong with you?
Well, I guess it's settled then. That person just proved everyone out there who doubted him wrong. He just showed us all that his PMS symptoms and his menstrual cramping was so bad that it ruined his Disney trip, for crying out loud. So, there you have it. Anyway, next up, so this clip is kind of long. It's about 2 minutes long, but it's very interesting. So this person is a biological woman who identifies as a trans man and uses he, him pronouns. So this person tries to get a doctor fired after the doctor says, I would treat you as a female patient. The comment says, as a family physician, I won't start down that trail. I will say, however, if I had to treat you for anything, it would be as a female or I could harm. Roll the film, please.
This is exactly why the medical industry and doctors need more training and less ignorance when it comes to trans rights and it comes to gender affirming care. So let's talk about this, because Barbara started this conversation with like, oh, it's not so bad to be a woman. And obviously it turned into this. Barbara is basically saying, if I were to treat you for anything, it would be as a female. Well, let me tell you something, Barbara. You shouldn't be a doctor, period. I wouldn't trust you with my children. I wouldn't trust you with my life. Because here's the thing, Barbara. I'm a trans guy. I am in the process of transitioning. I've had surgery. I'm taking testosterone. It's been just over a year that I've been on T, and any doctor that knew their would know that that completely transforms your body. That my body parts are no longer female, not even biological female, because my biology has changed. My body chemistry has changed because of hormones. Hormones are what create that biology in the first place. My body has changed to the point where I no longer have female parts, at least in the same way you do. So it's incredibly dangerous for you to sit here and say, I would treat you as a female, because not only are you transphobic and you shouldn't be anywhere near trans patients. In fact, you probably shouldn't be anywhere near kids, period, just in case. But like this right here, this is medical negligence. I don't honestly even know how you are still a doctor, but I hope that the medical board sees this. I'm going to go in and report you. I'm going to go in and let them know that this is what you're posting online, because this is incredibly dangerous. And someone in your care could get seriously hurt for your negligence and your ignorance and your inability to treat people as they are with the bodies that they have currently and not what you think they should be treated.
Isn't that what makes a man?
Sure, that and a pair of testicles.
And just like that young lad we heard from at Disney will never have PMS symptoms, that lady will never have the wedding tackle, if you know what I mean. Anyway, real quick, guys, we don't have any sponsors for today's video. If you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you.
What the Buffalo Bill?
Alright, so this next clip I almost didn't include in today's video, but I figured I would show it because it is very telling. So I'm guessing this is some kind of Halloween gathering or something. And the guy with the camera says to these people walking towards him, oh, look at the 3 best dressed ladies, or something to that effect. And of course they get all offended by being called ladies. But another thing I noticed is every person in that group of 6, 7, 8 people is at least 50 pounds overweight or more. So I'm guessing they're all part of the body positivity movement, also known as the fat acceptance movement. Roll it.
Well, if it isn't the best 3 dressed ladies and male.
None of us are ladies.
None of us? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry.
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
All right, in this next clip, we are all going to learn a new term, and that term is trans widow. Now, I'm assuming it means when a person has a husband or a wife who transitions and is no longer their husband or wife, that person is a trans widow. Roll it.
The term trans widow, as most feel their husbands have died. That is not okay. Oh my lord. There are actual widows out there. There are actual widowers out there whose husbands and wives have died. They never get to see them again. They never get to interact with them again. They are gone. Your partner is still there, just in a way that you do not like. How selfish can you be? The world does not revolve around you. Do not call yourself a widow because you have not lost anyone.
How dare you?
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip, and it is going to show you just how much of a clown show this whole political system has become. So Elizabeth Warren, U.S. Senator out of Massachusetts, I think, is giving some kind of speech here talking about how Republicans are trying to stop LDB, damn it.
LGBTQ2 plus.
Isn't that exactly what I just said? Anyway, so Senator Warren is trying to say that Republicans want to deny LGBTQ plus kids access to school lunches. What? First of all, let's just call them kids. Why do we have to slap these labels on them? Labels that probably shouldn't be put on kids. And secondly, how the hell do they know what kids are what? Do these kids just walk around wearing signs that say I'm gay or I'm transgender? I don't understand this, and I can't believe this is what's being talked about by our politicians. This is insanity. Anyway, guys, things are clearly getting crazy out there, so please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
Rise today about a resolution to make it harder for students, all students, to have access to school meals. I'm referring to SJ Res 42. We deal with a lot of complex issues here every day. This is not a complex issue. First, the federal policy. The USDA memo clarifying that state agencies and programs participating in federal school meal programs are required to abide by our nation's anti-discrimination laws. This means that they cannot deny access to kids on the basis of their gender identity or sexual orientation. In other words, schools may not deny lunch to LGBTQ plus kids.
Don't you get wacky on me. What the are we talking about here?
And you ain't black.